night. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Bose 831 Gaming, and this is a continuation of Bose 831 Gaming's Twitch live stream series. We're playing Farming Simulator 22 Platinum Edition. Welcome. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. Hopefully you're having better weather than what we're having on our map tonight. As you can see, we are in the midst of a torrential downpour, and since we have all this rain coming down, let's go ahead and get the truck cleaned up, because nothing like washing off a vehicle while it's raining outside, right? Go ahead and get the truck kind of cleaned up a little bit here. Might as well dust off our tractor. This is our lease tractor here, the Massey Ferguson 7 Series 7719. Let's see, we can get it cleaned up here. Just checking in with everybody. I hope everyone's doing alright as we close out this series. This will be the final episode of this series before we move on to another map. Our plan is to move on to the Alma, Missouri map after tonight. We'll still be doing Farming Simulator 22. We'll still be doing the live stream series on Twitch. It would just be on another map, and we're going to reboot, start off from there, from scratch, with a whole new series on the Alma, Missouri map. Let's just get up to speed on where we are here. As I indicated at the close of the last episode, we had baling operations going on. We were doing hay bales, and we got all that done. We did this wild grass field here by our biogas plant, and we finished up field 2 and baling up all the hay bales there. And we can go over here and take a look at how we came out with the baling. All the bales are in storage in the hay bale storage in our cow sheds, which is a secondary function of these modded cow sheds. And if we go over here to the bale storage section here, we can kind of get an idea of what we have going on here. As you see, we have 50 hay bales, 8,000 liter hay bales. We have 6,000 liter silage bales, and we have 61 5,000 liter square grass bales here. So we're ready to do our own silage operation now. But I got to get you up to speed on a number of other things I did off camera while we were waiting to kind of catch up and get everything together so we can go ahead and close out this series. Also, just taking a look over in our other silo, what we have going on here. We got a few grass bales here. We got 114 3,500 liter grass bales. We got one 3,413 liter grass bale. That's a slightly used bale. We got four 3,433 liter grass bale, one 3,367 liter grass bale, and then 9,000 liter straw bales here. So we got an assortment of things there. This is mostly all grass bales. And let me show you what else we did off camera between this episode and the last, to kind of prepare to wrap this thing up. Over here by field 3, we cleaned up and then finished up all our forestry over here. We sold all the lumber, all the trees that we cut down. We went through and removed all the stumps. So now you can kind of get a pretty decent look at this area here. Let's go this way so you can kind of see from the landscaping mode, but you could kind of see all the areas where I had to kind of clear out some of the ground cover so I can get to the logs and get to the stumps and kind of get that all kind of taken care of. So all the logs that we can sell have been sold. All the stumps that we could remove have been removed. We didn't do the rocks in this area, so that was the only thing we didn't do. We didn't come through and do rock crushing, and for the most part, I think we got all of the stumps and everything. If not, maybe one or two remnants that we missed, but we should have gotten everything. And you can see the areas where I kind of had to remove brush and all that in the ground in order to see where stumps and logs and different things were at. But that's all that we did off camera. We also did our production chains. Let's go here to our production chains menu. You can see where we took care of our production chains. All our production chains are all stocked up, and we sold all the excess fabric we had. And we are all caught up in all of our activities. We even provided fabric supplies for our boat yard over here. Let's see if we can go over to, let's do it this way. If we go over to the boat yard, we see that we have a boat build that's just about ready to launch. All that we were demanding was fabrics for the sails. Once the sails are in place, this boat will be ready to launch, and that will go ahead and happen automatically. We don't need to watch that. We've seen enough of that already during this series. So next on the agenda here is we're going to go ahead and close out the day today and move on to the next business day. We've done everything that we wanted to get taken care of for today. So we're going to go ahead and sleep to the next day. All right. And now I got to look at the crop calendar, and let's see what we have in store for us there. So if we go to our crop calendar, you see we're at the end of the planting season here, as we're in the second half of October, and this will be the end of the planting season for wheat, barley, and we still have, this is also the end of the season for planting oilseed radish. We still have another month for the month of November if we're going to plant grass. We're also in the middle of the harvest season for corn, sunflowers, soybeans, sugar beet, sugar cane, cotton. Is that grapes, olives, poplar, grass, oilseed radish, sugar beet, carrots, and parsnip. But that's kind of how that calendar reads. You know, we at the tail end for grapes and olives, as you can see, and parsnip. And we still have another month for the other crops. And as you see, poplar and grass is pretty much, you can harvest those crops year round, so to speak. Alright, but I kind of got distracted. What was I looking at? Well, we want to look at, see what the status of our fields are, and they both should be in a growing stage now. The only thing we need to be mindful of is the fertilization levels and the weed levels. So let's go over here and take a look at field 1. You can get some information from just walking out to the field. And you can see the pH value is good, not perfect, so there's an issue there. Don't like that. So we could stand to do some lime on this field and go ahead and get that pH value boosted. Let's see what field 3 is showing. pH value is also good. So after this harvest, we want to make sure, although we could probably do it now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to test a theory here to see if we put lime down now, will it make a difference on the pH value and improve it to perfect. So for this, we want to use our Kubota because we need a lightweight tractor for this job here, because we want to first of all make sure we have our narrow tires installed because the crops are growing. We have crop damage on. We don't want to damage our crops while we're doing this activity. So that's right, this is a lease vehicle. I can't customize it. So I'm gonna have to let's see, let me look. See if I can see whether or not this no, I can't. I don't know whether I have thin tires on this tractor or not, because sometimes the thin tires are not visually represented. I think I have thins, but I don't know. Well, what I can do is just return it and then lease again. So let's see, that's Kubota M8201 that we have now. So we're going to return it, and then we're going to go back in and go back to medium tractors. And do we want to stick with the same Kubota, or we want to do a different tractor? Because that was the other thing in the series, just kind of mixing up a tractor so you can see a little bit of everything as we go on. You know, Massey Ferguson's are my favorites, so maybe we'll just do all Massey to close out the series. That Kubota M8, what was the horsepower on that? It doesn't matter. We're gonna do like 325, 280. Let's do, we don't want to be under horsepower, so make sure we have one that goes up to 325, but it also needs to be able to do the narrow tires. Let's see. Alright. And in fact, since we have enough money now, heck, we can go ahead and buy us a tractor now and not even lease. So we'll close out with buying a tractor. And we're going to buy this bad boy right here. You know, I love my Michelin tires, but I may not be able to do it here. Okay, yeah, I can. Narrow tires, GPS receiver. There's no GPS on console. Fenders narrow is fine. Front loader attacher, quick. Well, when needed, warning signs, yes, but that's US warning sign. SR Pro, yes, since we're playing with precision farming. The color options, we'll leave those standard Massey for now. License plate, we'll do okay, how do we do the license plate? It's been a while since I've done that. Oh, why? Now, I don't remember how to hop between the letters and the numbers. Let's see, B, O, S, A, Y. Which one? Okay, how do we go back one character? There we go. Ah. Okay. And how much did that set us back? What is the total on this? 187,700. Let's go. All right. And we want to do, we will lease our equipment though, because we need, what we want to do is, let's do a quick fertilizer spreader, but let's do one of the ones that attach to the back and not the pull alongs actually. But with lime disperses quickly here, so we're gonna have to do this setup here. We'll lease this trailer here, and that'll give us the extra capacity that we need for what lime spreader I want to use. Let's use one of the what spreader do we want to use here? I thought we had the geo spreader installed. This one we had more spreaders installed than that. We should. Maybe I uninstalled them. I don't remember. 85. That's 42 meters. Alright, so we'll just lease this one right here. Alright, so let's hop over to the shop with our new equipment. Alright, some of you might be asking, why did I grab this trailer here? And the method to the madness will make sense here in a moment. With this mod trailer, this Suprema fertilizer trailer, helps to increase the capacity for fertilizer spreaders, and it has a attacher on it, so I can literally attach in a PTO, so I can attach the fertilizer spreader to that trailer and effectively increase the capacity of my fertilizer spreader another 8,500 liters. And it all makes sense, even more sense here in just a moment. I'm gonna come over here to our shop, and I think we have a bunch of lime already in storage. Before I buy lime outright, we're gonna pick up what we already have in storage, and I'm going to start filling. And we want to do lime, and that's right, I think they do it this way. I don't remember. Okay, yes, start overloading. Alright, you had to pour the lime from one trailer into the other. So now we can go buy lime. Now that we have one trailer full and we know the other one is not maxed out, so we'll go ahead and max it out, and now we have effectively what we need. And as you see, that gives us 12,500 total liters of lime. And you see where this all comes into play and why we went through all these steps in the process here in just a moment. Almost got caught out there by the train. And hopefully this won't forgot about narrow tires on the other trailer. Hopefully this won't damage crop. Alright, so if theoretically what I did was not all in vain, you should be able to lower the fertilizer spreader, turn it on, and it should automatically disperse and update the pH level of the field. And you can kind of visually see it represented down there in the mini heads-up display. You see how the green is becoming a more darker green. So this does seem to be working. And just what we're going to do is we're going to dust both fields with a little lime to make sure that that the lime is at the highest the pH level of the field, which is what lime contributes to, is at the best, most optimal level. And there you go. And now we just have to come back through and just continue dusting the field until we get the entire field done. And as you can see, as we get closer, we're running out of field here, but that's in part because the field is irregularly shaped, so you have to work some weird angles here to get what you need to do. Actually, let's do it this way here because I want to make sure I don't miss any area, or at least as little as possible. As a human, I won't be able to do the perfectly straight lines that the AI does. At best, all I can do is just eyeball it. All right. Kind of fading into obscurity there, almost about to run off into the lake. Alright, so we just want to run right on over this edge here. We got the automatic application rate turned on, so once we get to a point where we need to drop lime, it automatically will activate, and you can see that there. Also visually represented on the heads up display. Alright, and now that should be it. And you can see, based on the precision farming, our lime application chart, what the optimum levels were. Those levels are adjusted in different parts of the field depending on the soil type. As you can see, the pH value has been updated here to perfect. So that's all we need to do for this field. So we need to do the same for fields 3. I don't know if we needed to lime the grass field or not, but let's take a peek at it just in case. If the pH value is down, we will adjust it accordingly as well. Alright, so the grass field has 2 issues. Let's see, it has a low nitrogen level and a low pH value level. Since we did kind of sprinkle a little bit of lime over here in this corner, let's see if it still says good. So let's see if we come over here, turn the spreader on, and just go over the field in earnest if that changes anything. I don't think it will, and to be honest, these levels on the grass fields are not as critical, but we'll just play along. Let's see here and see how it works out. Alright, so it does update, so it's worth it to do it. So we're going to go ahead and keep that going now. And we're going to update lime on all of our fields right now. Alright, so we're going to do lime on each and every one of our fields so that our pH values are maximized. And that will help our precision farming scores for each of our fields. Now we just need to hit center mass. As you can see, our lime levels are getting low, so we're probably gonna, well, there's no problem in it. We're gonna need a refill before we go all the way out to field 3. As we should use all of our lime on this grass field here, but this field we're also going to have to do fertilizer, since our fertilizer levels are low as well. And we will make that adjustment as well shortly. But normally with the grass fields, when you roll, you don't necessarily have to fertilize between harvest cycles, because when you roll using a grass roller, that gives your grass fields a free fertilization state. It saves you on the cost somewhat of having to do fertilizer between harvests. It all depends whether you want to maximize your hydrogen levels or not. You don't have to do any of that. You could just, with grass, if you want to just cheaply do it, you could just do just plant, roll, plant, harvest, roll, harvest, and just keep that cycle going until your lime levels get low, and then of course you have to come in and do lime. So we're going to go buy our lime. And we just experienced a bug here where the second trailer is not visually showing us that the lime is in there, but the trailer is full, even though we don't see it visually. Alright, so our next stop is field 3. Once we're done here, we'll come back and tidy up with field 2, but I think I have to wait another day or two before I can do anything with the nitrogen. I know I can't do it on the same day that I do lime, I believe. Pretty sure of that. Not 100%, but pretty sure. Alright, let's go. And again, you can visually see in the mini heads-up display, the darker green, that shows the new higher pH levels. Alright, we're getting close to getting the whole field, but we gotta go back and make at least one more pass. Alright, there's that little corner. And that should be all of it. All right. All right. So let's kind of step over here and take a look at the field again and make sure we're visually getting the right information. All right. This feels good. Nitrogen is perfect. pH is perfect. So that's all we need to do on that field. 3. All right, and while we're rolling through, let me check one thing real quick on field 2. pH value is good, but nitrogen value, pH value is perfect. Nitrogen level is good. I don't know if we can update the nitrogen on the same day. We're gonna test it and see though. Since we already got the equipment leased, shall keep it out. I think this rudder does both nitrogen and fertilizer. Excuse me, lime and nitrogen fertilizer. Alright, let's go unload this way. Alright. Alright, so now we want to do regular nitrogen fertilizer, so we got to find that in the menu here, and it's under solid fertilizer. Alright, so here goes nothing. Let's see if we can jump 2 levels here. I don't think we can. I think we have to wait until a day or two, but let's see. Alright, just a little test area there. Okay, so we can do it. Cool. Alright, so let's go. All in one shot. Even though visually it's not showing here on the heads up, it's still showing orange, which is interesting, because that should update to green. But there are some small, like, quirky elements of this game, including with the precision farming expansion add-on that's still kind of quirky and don't always work exactly like you would think they should work. And that includes the quirkiness or temperamental elements of some of the game functions or displays or stuff like that. Alright, so once we light all this up with fertilizer here, we should be ready to go. And then we'll go ahead and work on that other little TMR thing that we've been talking about that we were leading up to, and that we wanted to end this series on. I wanted to do pig food as well, but that requires crops that I don't have growing right now. We will go ahead and put the equipment down though, so you can kind of see it in action, and we'll just buy the crops so you can see what my end game was as far as the animals would be. And maybe we'll do some of that same stuff on the Alma, Missouri series when we start that up. Yeah, this is just a weird one all around, because like if you look at the fertilizer application bar here on screen as we're spreading right now, you see where the marker is and where the flag is at, and it's not showing in the green in any of that. It's just real weird, but we'll take it. Alright, there's a little spot there. Go ahead and adjust that. Alright. And now we can just get rid of our leftover fertilizer. And we'll do that first. Let's drop the spreader and just go with the trailer. Download the trailer first. And once that's unloaded, we'll then come back over here to the spreader and we'll reattach it. And I kind of did this backwards, but it should still work. No? Alright, so we want to unload the spreader and then come back through with the trailer. Yeah, it just takes us a little bit of time to get build up. Alright, so we got those filled up. And now we just unload the rest of our solid fertilizer. Alright, so that's our configuration for that. We don't need these pieces of equipment anymore, so we'll go ahead and return our lease equipment back. In fact, let's just go ahead and trim the fat on all of our lease equipment that we don't need right now. I guess we'll keep the semi and the low loader. Actually, no, we don't need them either. In fact, let's go ahead and do a couple of different things here. On our own items, let's go ahead and bring the what is the maintenance level? It's at 20%, so let's do this. Because it needs a lot of repair work done on the Komatsu. Let's go ahead and bring that on to the shop. So we're gonna just reset it to the shop. From the shop, we can just drive it right on over here. Get all that repair work done right here at the main shop. So I'm just gonna hop out and go into the dealership and get this work done. Let's see, repair, and let's do the full service here. We're gonna repair and repaint. We'll repair first, then repaint, and that'll get it to like new condition. And let's see, what kind of customization options do we have on it? Safety frame. We'll go ahead and add the safety frame to it. Oh, we already have the safety frame on it, don't we? Oh. Alright, so and we'll go ahead and back that on out. Alright, and let's go grab the trailer. The semi-truck. We're still going to play for a longer time on this map and on the series. We just have the Komatsu and this particular trailer set up, parked on the side for when we need it, and just roll it right out to where we were going to do our forestry work at next. Just to show you how we're going to do that, have it all at the ready. We're going to go ahead and have that set up configured now. There's a driver. I think I need to have the sideboards ready, and we just drive it straight up. Now let's do back up. Alright, so let's undo the boards. Alright, so we want to enter vehicle. Nurse. Okay, how do you do the boards again? I'm thinking. Oh, open cover. Is that it? Yeah. So we're gonna hop back into Komatsu. Alright, and bring it up onto the trailer. Let's lift that up a little bit so that we have it set up here. Alright, and we're ready to rock and roll. Then do full low loader, and Matsu is ready for travel, but we don't need to take it anywhere right now, but just have it ready to go. Alright. Let's go ahead and do our other next big thing here. Alright, so we wanted to be in position or ready to produce TMR and pig food. So we want to go to our shop menu because we need to get our factory or shop in place to do those different things. And I don't remember, I think it's under factories. It's been a little bit since I tested it. I want to go to, where are they? I think it was under factories, farm factory. Yeah. And I think it was these two here we did. And one mod is for XXL feed mixing plants XXL mod. And we have one for mixed feed cows and one for compound feed pigs. And we're just going to put those down on our farm as well. And let's see how to have them configured before. We want to make sure that they don't collide with our any of our other silos or anything like that. So we want to make sure that we're mindful about where we place them. So, alright, so the cow feed factory will go here, and the pig feed factory will be right behind it slightly, about here. Let's make sure we got enough space, and then we'll just do our little typical landscaping that we do when we place our buildings down. So let's go to painting. We're gonna do our asphalt texture. And you know how we do with that. Let's round it out. And there's the edge. And we just kind of buff all that out. And in fact, we're gonna go ahead and hit this edge here. There we go. That's how we'll do that. I don't think there's any point where we gotta come in the back. Alright, and so if we set these up right, Now I should be able to just pop right over here to either one of these factories. And if we go to the wrench here and see what they require, you see here we are, mixed feed cows, mixed feed pigs. And for the cows, your incoming materials are going to be hay, solid straw, and mineral feed. And that will give you TMR, total mixed ration. For the pig food, it's potatoes, corn, wheat, canola, and those will give you pig feed. So we're going to go ahead and load up both factories with the required materials. We're going to start with our hay bales. We're just going to walk them over for now. Normally, we do this with a wheel loader, trailer, or a wheel loader and the bale stacker. Well, I guess we could. We have time for all of that. Well, actually, we do. We got a wheel loader. What am I thinking about here? We actually do kind of semi-realistic way of doing it. We'll do bale forks and a wheel loader, but we're gonna do it with the big bag lifter. All right. Let's go grab us some hay bales first. First, let's get us some hay bales out of here. And for now, we just extracted 4 hay bales. I don't know if we'll need that many, but we shall see. And we got 3 of the 4 here. Going to take that over to TMR mixer. Should start breaking those down, and we should see what's over. Thought I got hay. Why does it say straw? Those were hay bales, weren't they? Maybe they're straw. I really don't. I guess they were straw. Alright, so next we'll grab hay. I do want to try to mix out straw. Well, let's max out straw. Well, we got one more bale over there anyways. So let's take out. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that weird thing there. Yeah, I don't know why it's behaving like that. But let's pull out 2 more. As you know, we could carry 3, maybe 4 at a time, but the stacks are in 3s, so let's bring out it says hay, but when I put it in the thing, it turned it into straw. I'm confused. All right. Two more. So I wonder if it's gonna turn the straw bales into when I bring them over. This is interesting. So let's push those three together. And we'll just pick them all up. It's gonna turn the silage bale into something else, too. Alright, so we got hay bales, for whatever reason, when we putting them in here, okay, it's taking them now anyways. It's turning them into straw. Or is it maybe that's hitboxes? Yeah, that hitbox is reading our straw that's in the silo. Let me see here. I think that's what's going on here. And that's not good if that's the case. Once I put it too close to the our farm silo, and I'm gonna have to move the building. I'm just gonna have to take a L on them beds. Did you get the gist of what we're trying to do here? Okay, because it just took that bell. It says building storage hay 48. So it shows it there, but why doesn't it show? Oh, okay, there it is, 48. Yeah, it's showing straw already, and we didn't. Alright. That was not what we wanted here. So what I'm gonna have to do, make up for those two bills, I'm just gonna have to take a loss here because we gotta relocate this building back because we don't want it colliding with these storage in this silo here and reading that. So that's going to create its own problem. So let's sell, and we're going to have to try to place this building a little further back, or at least at a point where it won't intersect with our storage silo for the farm, for other farm products. Because right now it's picking up the capacity from the farm's grain silo here. So we want the cows. Let's see if we back it up here. Well, just a few inches further. Will that help us? Damn it. Alright, that's a problem. Alright, is this one doing the same damn thing? No. But it doesn't take straw. So we're gonna have to move this building freaking on the other side of damn town somewhere. Pardon my French, guys. Sometimes the mechanics of this game just boggle the mind. All right. All right. So if we put it back here, well, that solves the dumb problem that we're having here. And of course I bought the wrong one. Alright, so, well, we're just blowing money left and right now. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? My head's about to explode right now. What a heck of a way to end it, right? Alright. Alright, so let's TMR. So here's what we're gonna do, man. We're just gonna kind of speed this up. Because you got the gist of how you would do it the normal way. But to speed it up, we're just gonna go ahead and rock it this way. Because I showed you I got the hay bales in storage, I got the straw bales, I got the silage, all of that. We're just gonna grab. But we'll do some of it. So we're gonna start the trailer load of the the mineral feed additive. We're gonna just drop all the ingredients in the factory, so you can kind of see all of that being produced. And how all that would work. Alright, so we can unload mineral feed here. Sorry for the bumpiness here. I just landscaping. Levels. Let's do smooth. Soften. All right. There we go. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, so mineral feed, we probably need about another 2,000. It's about another 20,000, I think. Let's see. Those building placement issues cost me quite a bit. It's about 20,000. Let's see how right or wrong I was. Alright, and we're going to dump the excess mineral feed back into the farm silo. And then our next thing we need is straw. We have a lot of straw in storage, so we're going to go ahead and grab that now. But we also have bales of straw. We could load the factory with either from the bales or from the loose material. We have both. In this instance, we're going to go ahead and use the loose material. The fill rate on this silo is so slow. It should only take seconds. Alright, and we're going to back that right in here. And that's your straw. See how much this gives us. I think all of the storage capacity is all about the same for each of the materials. And what are they? About 100,000 piece. Alright, why straw taken out before it fully loaded? Should be 75, right? Actually, 81. So let's grab another 20,000 or so. And it took all of that, so it holds more than 100,000 for straw. So let's max it out then. Next load of straw. Let's see what the max capacity is here. Straw. That should be what? 150. The hay and silage are both 150 or not. We'll find out here momentarily. I'm gonna unload our straw. And then next up we want to do silage. And we have the bales, but we're just going to grab it from the store for right now, just in the interest of time. But you've seen how I can do it either way. We have the bales made and in storage, so we can pull from our third place. Just gonna unload our silage here. And let's see where that leaves us at. I think that's gonna be 150 as well. that. So there we go. Now for pig food, it would be the same thing, except we would grow all of these crops. We right now the only one we have that we've been growing at the moment is wheat. We literally take our wheat that we don't sell outright and use that for our pig food mix. Take all 64,000 liters of wheat that we have. Throw that in the mix for pig food. $4,000 to buy additional that we need to cover what we're short, but we're not finished yet because I think these are all 152. Alright, let's look and see. I think these are all similar in how they operate. So normally we would have enough these crops banked where we wouldn't have to buy them. but in the interest of time, we're going to go ahead and buy him. Let's buy our wheat. And that should cost a little pretty penny there. 20 grand, 21 grand basically. Drop those into the ground vent, basically. Even though it's not visually represented. And leftover wheat goes back into the box. And the other crops we need here for pig food, we don't have yet. Corn, canola, corn, and potatoes, so we have to buy those outright. Start with canola. Double checking to make sure I didn't have any in the silo. Of course we don't. But this, if we had got around to it a little bit earlier in the series, this is what we would have been doing. Unfortunately, we got sidetracked on so many other things and didn't make it to this point before we got to the series. This is how we're going to close it out tonight. Alright, so there's your canola. And the other two was potato, corn, right? Or maize. Depending on where you're from in the world. Corn, aka maize. First load of corn. As we pass through, we just want to double check that we make sure we didn't have any in the silo. did not. Then we'll go ahead and close it out with our second load. I found a little corn. And then finally we'll finish everything off with a load of potatoes. Checking the silo to make sure we didn't have any in our silo on the farm. That's all of our potatoes. Alright. And it's gonna drive me crazy. I know it's kind of OCD, but since when I make my turns, I keep hitting these edges. I'm gonna need to make sure that we kind of smooth the spread. Add this edge over here a little bit. I hate driving over grass if I'm turning that to bottom of our road. So we just want to make sure we do our due diligence here. Back that up a little bit. And I notice it's kind of OCD, but that's just kind of my thing. Alright. Just a little visual quirky thing with me. Alright. So now we can just kind of here. So right over here to the factory. Let's see what we got. So put pig food, and it's activated automatically. And we got the ingredients of 150 of each: potatoes, corn, wheat, and canola. And we are producing pig food. The ration is also being produced. So now would be a great time to kind of hop in and do our screenshot. So let's go ahead and do our menus. Live stream without us having to disconnect, because that's kind of how we started this series, and that's kind of been a consistent thing going through it. And we could not end the series without having one of those, right? So there you have it with that as well. We are back without much further ado. Within the last few minutes of the episode tonight, so that's always on the bonus plan. I want to thank everyone for the support throughout this entire series, and for tuning in and checking out my channel, checking out my content. These videos will be uploaded to my YouTube channel in their entirety in most cases, as is the case with this one tonight, and ones where I've had disconnect during the live. In some cases I was able to pick them up, disconnects up immediately when it happened. In other cases I did not notice it because I was, into whatever I was doing on the series, and didn't realize that the live indicator was not on the screen because I was just so focused on what I was doing. I didn't pick it up until after the episode. But in either case, when I catch it and we either restart it or we just left the episode as is, but those of you who've been with me long enough know how we do. We have disconnects for different reasons throughout the series, whether it be something going on with Twitch or other external reasons. I don't know what this one tonight was. I think it was because the battery's controller died maybe, but I've had that happen before, and the game did not disconnect me, so I don't know what the deal was this time. But as I was showing you before, we crashed out and got disconnected. We're producing our pig food, we're producing our TMR for the cows, and we can hop back over here to the production chain menu, kind of see what's happening there as well, because both of those factories show up under our production chain. Here's your pig food is the compound feed pigs. The TMR factory is a mixed feed cows factory. Alright. Like I said, we have our own bales, so we could supply at least the TMR factory with our own hay, silage, grass, and straw from what we already have in storage. But because we're trying to speed it up a little bit tonight, I purchased the materials needed to produce from the shop. But in order to have the whole self-sufficient operation, we would produce these materials from our crop activities. Like over on the pigs side of things, we need potatoes, corn, wheat, canola, so those would be the crops we would focus on growing so that we can keep the pigs fed. And that way the cycle is always back to producing what we need to take care of our animals and make the most profit for whatever operation we are doing. Speaking of whatever operation we're doing, we're going to take a peek at what our solid manure is doing. And not too bad here on either side, long way from selling right now. Just taking a peek at our animal as well. Nothing in the red. Well, milk is kind of in the red. I just got to figure out, like, with the animals, like, what age is the optimum age for selling them so that you have a realistic rotation with the animals. And so you're always cycling out between mature and older animals. I know Giants didn't want to mess with this version of Farming Simulator, but animals need to have a lifespan. I think it just kind of helps to have the whole realistic feel of it. I know they didn't want to, for whatever reason, have dying animals built into the game, but it's still a helpful thing to have in the game. So I don't know why they didn't put that in. Animals should have a lifespan. All right. But let's see here. But again, as we're closing out here, coming on the last 5 minutes of this series, I'm Bose 831 Gaming on all, well, not all, but most of the major social media platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, so on and so forth. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't. Let me know what you love. But either way, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I don't know why the grass bale was just kind of out there just floating in the air like that. That's interesting. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and save the game now for the last time. But it's been fun. It's not been without its challenges, obviously, even as you saw some of those exhibited tonight with the building placement and then the whole disconnect, which is something I haven't had to deal with in quite some time. So it is kind of ironic that it would come through tonight. But hey, that's one of those things where it is what it is. Alright, where are our bell trailers at? Alright. Alright, 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go. And this is where we're going to wrap it up, folks. Would have liked to have, I guess we can go ahead and advance the day. We don't have anything going on. We've done everything that we need to do. And that will be where we'll end it at once we, let's go ahead and advance to the next day. Sleep. Alright. And then come back over to the farm. Lights on. And now when we go to our production chains menu, we should see some pig food and TMR being produced. And we can come over here to the factory, roll in, back our vehicle up. Okay. If I could back up straight. And there's our TMR. That. And we can use it for straight up for feeding our animals, and then put the leftovers in our silo. It's a beautiful thing. Mission accomplished. And that's where we will close it out in this series. Again, thanks to everyone for tuning in and checking me out. This has been Jose831 Gaming, live on Twitch, Farming Simulator 22 Platinum Edition, Silverrun Force. And I will catch you on the flip side. Have a good night.